Hey everyone, thanks for coming out. My name is Trevor Topolski. I am the current Events Chair Officer for Cougar CS. For next semester, for spring of 2026, I'm going to be running for Vice President of Finance as well as either Vice President of Activities. And I'll get a little bit about me and my goals for those positions. A little bit about me. I'm currently a senior here at the University of Houston, pursuing a bachelor's degree in computer science with a minor in mathematics. Like I was mentioning, I've been the Events Chair Officer for Cougar CS since fall of 2024, December 2024 specifically. Outside of computer science and programming and whatnot, I do enjoy spending time listening to new music, going to different sports, and finding new food spots. My cat's the new mascot if I become activities. All right, kind of going a little bit in order of where I see myself, but my goals as the Vice President of Finances, really I want to focus on transparency. I know this role is specifically voted on by the officers of Cougar CS, so I know that across Cougar CS, there's a little bit of hesitance as to what the financial officer does. We don't really know that much, I would say this semester especially. I'd say, especially with the events teams and also the corporate relations officers, we'd like to know where our money is being spent, how it's being spent, and how it's being tracked. I've gone and I've asked the Vice President of Finances, who I love dearly, but I've gotten very little feedback as to what the current budget looks like after, about 4 months of spending. So that's one area that I really want to hit on is transparency within Cougar CS's finances, being able to allow the officers to be able to view that, not necessarily every officer, but the ones that are really working hard on the finances and the planning of our events, as in the corporate relations and also the events. And Director of Operations. So I'm going to go on to activities, a little bit as to where I want to see myself in activities as well, and what I think we can hit harder on next semester would be working more on the workshops that we've done towards professional development. That's been somewhere that we've done great, but I want to continue expanding upon that. I wanted to create a also mentorship program. I know that there's certain organizations that also do that. So I think that would be somewhere that we could really work on as well next semester and be a great benefit to our members. I'd also like to expand upon different members' benefits, one being the mentorship program, more exclusive one-on-one time with different recruiters, as well as different networking opportunities that we've done, but continue to grow upon that with industry leaders. So also, as far as events go, I want to make these less of lectures and more of actual hands-on application. I know a lot of our tutoring events and some of our other branch events can seem more like a lecture rather than you actually being able to apply these tools. So that's somewhere that I think we can continue to progress and get better at. And lastly, I would say establishing a better feedback loop for our officers and between our members, a lot of constant feedback and continuous improvement upon our events, being able to really use the hard work that we've done and improve upon that with the feedback from our members. And that's pretty much all I have to share. If there's any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.
Can you expand more on Can you talk more about what exactly you mean when you say mentorship program? Can you just explain it a little more?
Yeah, sort of like how we were want to do an event, focusing on what I wish I knew or events that Cougar CS has done in the past. Sort of more so that, but even more individualized. I would say we do have limited officers, so this would have to be either 2 people per officer, or relatively, depending on how many officers want to be involved in this, be able to do that, more individualized support, more of like that, what I wish I knew, but to a closer contact. We have officers that are really excellent and are really doing well in this industry, yourself included. So we want to be able to give back to our members and have them be able to learn from those that are succeeding and where they want to be. So being able to create that for them would be a really great opportunity, I think.
All right, I have a question. So the Cougar CS team is split into multiple different sub-teams.
Yep.
How will you handle communications across these sub-teams in order to, properly keep the activities team in loop, as well as how will you do that in order to keep, the spending in check if your finances?
Okay. We already do hit a lot upon the meetings every week. I think there needs to be even more accountability into that. I think we've gotten a little loose with how we let the different branches as well as different people that are part of activities go about in certain ways. I'd say the overall activities team has done really well this semester. I've been really impressed with what we've done compared to last semester. And I think, a lot of things that we did well last semester have continued to iterate through this semester. So a lot of communication, that's really the most important thing, being able to hold those people accountable, being able to really set early guidelines and early goals rather than trying to work them through during the semester whenever people are starting to get busy. So doing that will not only help with the financial side of things, being able to have the checklists well formatted and planned out, what we see our goals being for events, being able to do those, as well as being able to do that the same for activities as well. Thank you.
Any other questions?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.